assume the position. No, 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 no. Keep on going, boy. Just a little boy. Ooh, you're almost there. Ooh, yeah.
This is Rockers and Vicious, and I'm here with Cordell. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing lovely. So lately, I know you just got ready to drop your stuff, and you've been working on your EP. So how has it been with you starting off with your music lately?
It's been real interesting and real different. It's kind of my like you said, it's my first time doing something like this, and I've been like writing on it, recording it myself, and even trying to do all the editing and everything. So I would say difficult, but also a learning experience.
And I know you right now are working and doing R&B, and I know you started as a child. So what, did you always want to do R&B as a child, or did you have other stuff you did as a child?
I think I always wanted to do R&B, but I grew up in the church, so I was very much singing in gospel choirs. Even when I got to Central, I did WPI gospel choir, so shout out to them. But I think R&B always just had my heart. It just always was something different about it.
Did you also did stuff like, when you say you're in the chorus, but you're doing stuff like on the side, like your own little songs as well too? No.
I tried to write a song back in like 2018, and it was not good at all. I can't remember. It was like, I think it was like called "I'm Sorry" or something like that. It was trash. It was trash. So I'm glad to see the growth from like now trying to write a song to.
And so the first song you got on with your brother, how was that like with that song?
Take It Slow, I think it was. So Take It Slow, that was very, okay, so that was very fun. It was, I originally wrote that, and it was supposed to be me by myself. And then I listened to it, and I was like, this is boring. Like, to me, I was like, this is so boring by myself. So I hated the second verse that I had, and I asked him, I was trying to think, like, what other element could I have in there? And I was like, you know what, I think I want a rap element. So I reached out to him, because he was part of the reason why I've been, like, started pushing do music now. And he hopped on it, and it just made it, like, he's my favorite part of the whole entire song. So I think it was very fun. And to see him in his different element, other than our, fraternity stuff, it was nice.
With Things Unknown, that's your first song. Within making that song, how was you feeling making that?
It was, what was like, it was kind of like my second song of the thing. So I think I kind of was like starting to reach a little bit of a flow, but I don't know, it felt very nostalgic to me, because it felt like a older R&B song. So I think it gave me nostalgic vibes, and then like fun, because I was working with him.
Do you say that's when you found your music identity?
With that song or with the whole project?
Well, with that song first.
With that song, I think that it, I think I can say kind of. Yeah, I feel like I'm still kind of looking for a musical identity. I know R&B is my thing. It's like kind of like sultriness to it, but I think that I'm looking for something different and not something that's just comfortable.
Right. And I know with Fantasy, with that EP, how was that like working, constructing all that together?
Again, difficult and a learning experience. I realized I already knew this, but I'm very much a perfectionist. So I literally I held on to that EP for months before I actually released it, or even thought about releasing it. I was like, this is terrible. Everything to me is terrible. So I'm like, this is terrible.
Don't say it's terrible. No, everything has to grow like between working through it. So
yeah, that's why that's my part of my learning experience, because I want everything to be perfect immediately.
Exactly.
And that's just not how it's going to be.
No, but I get it.
Thank you. So it's like I'm starting to understand, like, okay, everything's not gonna be perfect right away, and that's what Fantasy kind of told me. And that's kind of why the picture on the front was like half of my face.
Actually, I want to talk about the album cover. I love it.
Thank you so much.
I do. I like how it has the music notes coming out and the steam, like and then with the songs, it matches just so much emotion and like the steam that you're trying to get out in the song. So I love the emotion.
Thank you so
that.
much. Look. Look, because I was like, I try to make sure everything is intentional. So I was like, I wanted that vibe. So it's like the half of it being like, okay, this is like a side of me, but it's also, I'm showing like I'm imperfect in a way, but it's also just trying to show the musicality of the I guess the music notes flying out in the smoke.
The steam.
Smoke.
It was like
Steam,
a steam or smoke thing.
Yeah, like you said. So yeah, thank you for that.
There was so much emotion, like you could tell how it was really expression throughout the songs. And I know with that, the fantasy song as well, you pretty much was saying, talking about how you were a busy person trying to work through everything.
Mm-hmm.
So how is like with you doing your music and also doing stuff outside, working together pretty much?
It actually, I feel like it is and isn't working together at the same time. Like I'm trying to find a good balance. I've been, like, I recently graduated, so I kind of had more free time since then, and I've been trying to like record more things and do more with music. But while I was in school, it was very much, okay, I'm going to try to record this after I come from practice or anything like that, or an event or something like that. So I would probably start recording the song at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's why my voice is either so deep in the songs or so like raspy, because I've been out all day doing stuff.
Right.
So I think back then it was too much like overlapping each other. But currently I think I've had more time to actually try to perfect the craft of it and actually decipher what I do want and what I don't want. So.
Do you use like some kind of certain treatment to get your voice right within the songs?
I've been trying to, because sometimes I don't. I've been trying to, do more like a spoonful of honey, drink hot teas, things like that, so it can like warm up my vocal cords. But cause I have a thing that I'm always losing my voice, or I always like, get like a little sore throat sometimes. Probably because I don't shut up. But that's what it is.
No, but it's okay.
So I think it's really more of I'm trying to do more of that, but I kind of fell back from it for a little bit.
Understandable. It's good that you're still trying to do stuff to help out with your voice as well. So, also with making the music and stuff, were you like trying to move away from R&B, or are you going to stay within doing R&B for more?
I think R&B is always going to be the foundation of it. I think I'm kind of tapping into like more like I don't know how it's described it. It's kind of like, I know with the things I'm working on soon, we might talk about that later, but it's like kind of like on a more dance-ish. I kind of want to lead more to dance records, not necessarily like how
like house party vibes, like a
that's what I say, not necessarily that's the wave right now, but kind of more of like a just like I'm like like Beyonce had like Gimme Body and things like that back in the day. I just want things to make people like move or feel good, so feel good music overall. But I think that's still gonna have an R&B tone to it, just with different layers.
Like more with drum drum lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, I want something like that so bad. And then also like I think I keep trying not to talk about stuff that's early on, but like the future project, I have things that are more upbeat than other ones. Because Fantasy, I felt very like it was like slow and like pretty much mid tempo. But I'm an energetic person.
What made you make it so slow and like that?
It was the beats. I always look for the beat first, and these were the beats that I found, and that were like, I don't want to say speaking to me, but like it just felt like more like
you was able to flow on.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, and then I didn't really know if I could sing at a faster pace. Like, even though I've done it with other like stuff, but just not with myself. So I don't know, it just was fitting. Like She Said was the first song I had ever written since that trash song. That was in 2018. But it was like the first song I ever got to write, and was like, okay, like this is the flow, and then other songs just kind of flowed into it.
And you make these beats on your own, or you?
Oh
no.
I found them on YouTube. So shout out to the YouTube people, because they really looked out. But I pretty much found them there, and then I just try to listen to them. And if I feel like I can write something to it, I start writing.
Would you ever make them on your own, or have somebody to make them for you?
I would love to try to make them on my own, but I would also love to have someone. I tried that. I try to reach out to people, because there's a lot of people on Central's campus that make beats. So I've been trying to reach out to them as well. I think that I have to find someone that can make more like R&B beats rather than like rap style. So when I find that, I'd be good to go. But I'd love to be like Chloe, making my own beats and singing on them and everything.
I know you didn't make the beat and it Take It Slow. It is slow. It's Take It Slow.
Take It Slow.
But I love like at the end the piano was running through. I love it. And also you had someone on one of the, I believe it's either that song, or it was a girl on it.
Fantasy, she was on that song. Yeah, I had a song that was just also the self-titled. Chris, love her.
How was it getting that to like the structure with having that together?
Same thing. So same thing as when it came to Brother Malcolm, or aka Malcolm. I was trying to do a song, and I was like, yeah, that was supposed to be my upbeat song on the EP. I was like, okay, I want something a little more upbeat, a little fun. And I was like, I definitely was writing something. I was like, I don't like the second verse. I was just not liking the second verses on anything I was doing for real. I hit I was talking to my brother about it, and he was like, yeah, I have this person. He showed me her music like months ago. And I was like, oh, she hadn't released anything yet. And I was like, okay, hey, can you hit her up and see if she would like to be on this? And then so I sent her the first verse of the song, and it had the first verse in the bridge / ending of the song. And she was like, I love it, like hop on it, whatever. She was like, when can we do X, Y, Z? Actually, her verse was a recording on her phone. So she sent me her recording on her phone.
You just got on that quick.
Yeah.
That's good.
It was a blessing that they were so.
It was so easy to
so
continue.
easy, and they were, and it. I feel like they added so much to the song that I wouldn't been able to add myself. And yeah, I told them that I was like, great. I'm so grateful for them, and I thank them.
It made such a, and it's such a beautiful song. So
yeah,
really
thank you so much. I feel like her voice is so beautiful. Check her out too, because she definitely has. She has a song called "Dreaming." Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'll make sure.
Yeah, please.
Make
sure you can watch this like other things. Yeah,
with you working on your next EP, what kind of vibes would you say you want to do more of the Get Me Body? So, what makes you want to do the more Get Me Body vibes?
I'm really, because I feel like the early 2000s was just a complete different vibe with music, and I think it showed kind of that it inspires me in like how I do stuff. But I think also it's because I'm energetic. I'm more energetic in terms of my performance style. Like the performances that I've done that are more. They were also mainly my fraternity stuff, but I would kind of I like to move. Yeah. I found when I started to do performance with the first EP, I did a performance in Wilson, North Carolina.
How was that performance?
I was nervous. I was so nervous. It was my first time ever performing as me.
I mean, it's your first time. You're gonna be nervous.
So scared. And then, but the thing is, there was nobody there. So it was like if people were there, but they were all in the shade or in other areas. And then so that I was literally performing to like it was grass. It was just grass and my sister.
Hey,
and
you gotta still perform no matter who's there.
I was trying to. Then my phone overheated, and then because they had a thing like you put your phone up to play the beats, and my phone overheated, and then I got to pull my laptop out real quick. Yeah, it was like a whole little thing. It was a little like thing, but I didn't like I could say like professional. And I just kept going, and
that's so good. You're supposed to keep going after little mistakes like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just happy. I was like, okay, look, I'm just glad I kept. Because my sister was like, I'm proud of you. You didn't just like walk away. I was like, nah, because I want to do this. Like I want to be like a performer for real. So when it comes to making like, that's part of the reason why I want to do more upbeat songs. When I was sitting there, I was like, I just feel like I'm moving in some motion. And then there's a lot of things that when you see a lot of performances, there's a lot of performances for like trap artists or rap artists and everything, and their music is high energy. So when you're R&B, you don't want to be so slow that it's like, you know what? I don't want anybody to use the bathroom near my set. I want people to like stay around and actually enjoy the music as well.
I think even if like I know you want to move to do more some upbeat, but I think even with R&B, I think you have the potential to still like have something for people to stay. I think it's all about the person who the person is and how you get on a stage and how you talk to people on stage and your delivery. So I think if you still want to do R&B also inside, I think you have the potential to continue doing that as well too.
Thank you. I'm gonna always try to keep a good like R&B. I'm not gonna completely leave, but I think I just want to still leave like R&B.
And it's good to adventure so that way you can have more category and get venture as an artist, because you're doing it just because it's something that you love and not just something to like do for other experiences, something you really want to do. So
exactly.
It's good to keep going through.
Thank you for noticing. I try to make sure I do everything in like a high quality, professional way as possible, but also cost efficient. Because making music is so expensive.
It's very important.
Especially as an independent, like doing stuff by yourself.
It costs a lot to get the beats and everything,
the
music, the microphone.
The cover art's come extra. I want a cover art. I want a good beat. I want it to sound like quality work because I'm editing myself, meaning I'm paying for the software. But the studio cost is way more expensive.
It's a lot.
So it's kind of like, and I also want to do music. I want to branch out to music videos in the future, but I want to be able to perform in those. So then I want dances. I want, it's like I want so much
that you want. It costs so much.
It costs so much, But I also tell a person like, okay, if you're gonna go out to perform, you need to have an outfit on, and your dancing need to be the same.
So that costs more too, and then you have to get your hair done. Yeah, that costs more.
Look, this about $75 right here, just trying to look like something, So I really it's trying to get make everything cost efficient but of quality.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very much important. You've been doing that, so I understand completely.
I know you understand. We had that conversation. We understand.
Yes, but you most definitely are going to get there. So with also your EP, are you looking for more features on there, or are you just going to do it by yourself?
The next one? So I'm actually, I'm almost done with it. So far, I have one feature, but I have 5 songs.
Okay.
So I try to keep it more of myself because the last project was more features than myself.
Right.
So it's 2 features on that and then a song by myself. So then I would rather this time be more of me. So I can just,
show people who you are and not just who you are on the features.
Yeah. And then I was talking about more like personal things.
Yeah, so it really needs to be just you then, that person.
Mm-hmm.
Is it personal to where it's like life-changing personal, or just personal as you've grown as a person?
Personal as in I've grown as a person. Like it's I'm leaning more towards heartbreak. I think heartbreak and love is like timeless conversations and record pieces.
And it's a big thing that's been going on a lot.
A lot, and we're coming out of the summertime. People trying to cuddle up, but people just got heartbroken before. But so right now I'm trying to like just touch on that heartbreak experience and provide different perspectives, like also tap into women's perspective as well as like the males, and just trying to make things that both sides can relate to.
Yeah, so that's why it's not too much confusion. Like, oh, you just picking this one side, you're trying to like vibe with both sides.
Exactly.
Both sides understand.
I'm trying to vibe like completely, like everybody just understand like I was broken before. Not not even trying to be like on no sad. It's not even sad.
It's understandable. It's emotions that has to be brought out and understood. And it really helps people who are going through this at the time to listen to it and be like, oh, I feel that, I understand it, and you can help so many people get through to what they're going through as well. Too.
Exactly. I remember I was talking to some of my friends about the songs, and I was like, yeah, this is one of the songs. I'm like, this is what it's talking about, and this is what it means. And they're reading the lyrics, and they're like, And I'm like, okay. It's just like a good feeling, like you seeing like, okay, they relate to that, and I'm glad that I was able to convey that message well within the music. So yeah, like the single I had called "Try," the people liked the lyrics.
And that was when you just dropped as well too.
Yeah, July 15th I just dropped it. Yeah, and it was very interesting. It was very interesting. That was probably like one of my most personal ones that I've released so far.
Also, when you did the cover art for that one too, what would be your ideas with doing the cover arts for those?
I try to think of what the song feels like, and what would really like just embody the song in the picture. And I'm like, okay, and I'm a very visual person, so I'm like, all right, I love like live performances, videos, everything like that. So I was like, okay, it was actually the same. I took that picture the same day as the performance, my first performance. And we sped back to Durham. We went to American Tobacco, and we was like, okay, we just started posting up in these places. And I was like, I need to look sad. I need to convey that emotion in my face. Yeah, I need to fit it. And I was like, because I wanted my face to be on it at the end of the day.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let me see. I was like, So we just got into this corner. I really had like this shirt on, and I had shorts. I had like shorts, like hoochie daddy shorts, and so the whole outfit. If you would have seen the whole outfit, I would look crazy. But knowing that it was just gonna be this stuff, I was like, okay. So I literally was just leaning. We went all around this area, and I mean moving around people's stuff, and we could have got kicked out. We ended up leaning.
I had to do.
I had to do. I was like, look, the perfect picture. We set up lights in there and everything. Like, what were we
y'all
doing?
was already.
Oh yeah, we were on it. Shout out to Cleo, we were on it. And then my brother Adrian was helping out with everything as well. We literally leaned up. I leaned up on this wall, and I don't know, I just looked down and I looked sad, and I was like, this is the one. I felt it when I took the picture. I was like, this is going to be the one. And then I knew I wanted it gray, because I was kind of going for the
doom look or something.
The doomy look, but it's also the Normani had the song Fair that had came out around the time that I wrote this song, so it was kind of like one of my inspirations for it. And then also Beyonce with I Am Sasha Fierce. That album, the album cover was gray and was like very like natural looking, and I wanted it to feel like more bare and natural, because it was me expressing myself for real for the first time,
right?
Opposed to fantasy when I was just kind of riding to the beat and fitting the vibe of the EP.
But I mean, both of that is really so good that you were able to fit the album cover and really make it like expressed out. And then you said you use influencers. I like how you also don't shade like influencers. I know some people be like, oh, you use influence somebody else, but it's like it's stuff that helps you out throughout the music, and you're not just using that person, you're using you, but just also influences put through, so it helps make it a whole music, just a collaboration all together to help out. So I really love that whole vibe that you just said.
Thank you. It's always someone that came before me that's inspiring what's coming next. So it's like, okay, but it's also trying to make sure, like you said, I'm not just,
you're not just taking their stuff.
But okay, mainly their gray, the gray of their photo shoot, the simpleness of it. I just really wanted something like that, and I felt like that was what it was too. Yeah.
And it's lovely.
Thank you.
Are you ever gonna do like video shoots?
I want to, but I think the issue now that I see is that a lot of people have ooh, this gonna sound so shady. I'm not talking about nobody specific, but people be having like cheap looking videos, and I don't want nothing that looks cheap. But again, it costs a lot of money, and it really, to be really honest, like, we don't make a lot of artists that are just coming out don't make a lot of money off of this stuff, and it's just hoping that we can just keep getting the support of our peers and grow and grow and grow. So, just change it up in the real terms. We ain't get paid enough for to be making no videos. So, and if I wanted an actual video that like of my quality, I really wanted to just make sure I save up good and have like high tempo. Like the next song, I really want to do a music video for. Okay. Hopefully, like if I want people to like it first, I wanted to do it like all at the same time. Like here's the video, here's the song, you know, have fun, but I want it to be high quality.
No, I get it. What kind of vibe are you looking for to do that video?
So the next song I have coming out is called "Going Out." It's kind of like a dance hallish vibe.
The name of it, "Going Out," makes it seem like that.
Thank you. Look, so then I can show you the cover of it later. I just did the cover of it yesterday. So now I'm trying to
quickly. You like?
Yeah, I like trying to get things done. I've been sitting on that song for months, like for about a month now.
Sometimes it takes that to get through it.
If you see my laptop, I have like 45 versions of that song on there.
I get it.
Yeah, it's very perfectionist level, but and I still don't think it's ready yet, weirdly enough. But so for the video wise, I'm thinking something like I don't know. I'm trying to get the cover away. It feels like a beach vibe. It feels like day party, pool party. Like that's what it feels like to me. And I think that I want something along the lines of that, like getting ready, going out, doing this. Like I start off the video getting ready to go out somewhere because I'm talking about getting ready to go, and then actually going out. I'll be out and about by the chorus, you know, and then just be having fun and enjoying myself. But all within choreo. I want choreo in there in some kind of way. It's like I've already been talking to people to do choreography for me for it as well.
With doing that, do you feel like it's going to be a big impact with making more stuff on top, like that's similar to that?
With the style of music, I think so, because like I ended up like when I did that song, I was like, wow, I can actually kind of do this a little bit. Like I like this vibe. So then I have now the closing song on the EP is kind of dance hallish as well. Yeah. Okay. So I know that locally, I really want to do Central. I just feel like it's home, so I really want to do something at Central. Hopefully Homecoming, you know, they do R&B artists. So, you know, if they want to shine light on their local artists and just do multiple of us, I think that would be nice. And then I know that there's this place called the Artist Block in Greensboro. I really want to perform there. They continuously shine light on artists. And and then like big picture wise, I want to do a halftime show, Super Bowl halftime show, Grammys, VMAs, like, you know, the big stages.
Think big.
Yeah, BET Awards, because you got to give our respects to BET Awards. Yeah.
You supposed to think big. I love it.
I try to think big. Like, I want to get there. Oh, and then I also want to be, this is so random, but I also really want to do Beyonce's tribute. Whenever she get her award, her like big picture award, I want to be one of the people that give her tribute. I'm saying this now, so hopefully I can look back on it in 10 years. Yeah, let's figure out a manifest.
I love it.
I want to look back on it and be like, I said it. Like, you know, so.
And it's going to happen. Yeah. And I believe that everything that you pretty much say is all going to work out. You seem like you have like all your stuff pretty much all together, and everything you showed me and like everything I listen to, it's like, I know you feel like it's not like perfect, but you know, there's no like perfect, but where are you? Like, I think it is perfect. Like, even though you probably not see it's perfect, I think you have so much going for you, and I hope you continue and grow. Is there anything else like you want, like your audience to know?
Thank you, thank you for always supporting. Also, I'm working on stuff. I have stuff coming. I literally have 5 songs recorded. just have not put them out there yet. And yeah, if y'all want a music video, let's talk about it. Cause I'm gonna ask it on my story. Let's talk about it. Yeah. And then also, that's it.
All right. Well, it was so nice getting to talk to you and get like your music out. And I hope you do, again, like I said, I hope your journey does continue to go as well, and you will do so great.
Thank you so much.
And I'll sign out. This is Rockets and Visions.
What will be? I seen you from across the room. You're so good, so about it. Aren't you looking at me?